It's some 58 minutes after 6 here on the AM show. Just gone by sports, and now we have to check out the newspapers. And Kwabena is going to start off
you see, I've been looking through most of the papers, and surprisingly, I don't see anything Black Stars.
Oh, it will be at the back.
Really?
Yeah. They haven't won, at least they didn't win the last one, so they're not entitled to make the front page.
Back page stories, eh?
Yes.
Not front page stories.
Definitely
Anyway.
back.
Let's start off with the Ghanaian Times newspaper. And on the front page, there's a story that says 4 businessmen arrested. Full details on the page 4 of that particular paper. You can see some pictures of some gentlemen here. Apparently, I don't know whatever it is that they did, but they say they are businessmen. They have been arrested for whatever act that they did. Also here, teacher forges voter ID card to collect pension, as well as female passenger forced off bus over Dumsor insults. Okay, that's interesting. Dumsor insults. Anyway, so you can see all those stories on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. So because you insulted someone, you've been thrown off the bus. Anyway, to the back page now, Stars dare Algeria in no defeat, no surrender clash. And a Malian referee to handle Ghana-Algeria match. Okay, like it'll make a difference anyway.
If I understand that story that well, apparently a woman boarded a bus, I think headed to Accra Central or someplace like that. They got to Kolebu, and then the lights decide to go off. Not the lights on the bus, but the area where they were. And she started, insulting. I mean, like Dumsor, frustrated Ghanaian citizen who is frustrated that the lights had gone out again, and he was insulting. I think in the story it says the woman was even insulting the president. So somebody asked her to keep quiet, and she was even doing more. The driver was fed up. He said, "You know what? Get off my bus."
Get off the bus. But it's interesting the kind of things you hear when you pick Trotsky's and buses.
Let me do the Daily Graphic newspaper. KKD is making headlines again. KKD is hot. State decides to go ahead with the case. And so there's a picture of Kwesiche Dakwa, who was in court yesterday. So this is his appearance in court yesterday. Case is on, even though the lady has, said reportedly that she's not interested. The state says it is not you against KK, it is the state. So we still have evidence. We want to go ahead with it. We'll see how that unfolds.
It's going to be really difficult to actually see through this case, obviously.
That's what everybody says. But do we have what the prosecutors have as of now?
Well,
do we know the sort of evidence that they have?
Well, maybe
do we know that they want to explore the court's procedures, the processes thoroughly, so that they can even bring the girl in, even if she says willingly, "I will not give you the information that you want."
I see. So
if they could compel her to do so.
They could, obviously, they could subpoena her to be in court. So if they do have enough, well, I'll be interested to see the kind of evidence they have here. But no, the argument is that for more serious cases, people would expect the state to actually be a bit more proactive and.
Oh, you think they haven't been? I was shocked actually. I was shocked that they said they were going to continue, and I'm not sure they would say they are continuing with nothing. Are you saying this is not a serious case?
I'm not saying that's the case, but if you compare it to other cases, I mean, for instance, the Naila Metafe case, for instance, I mean, those are complexes. Up until now, prosecutors say they still need time to investigate.
I have my own opinion on those, but anyway. Did you see them with anything?
Did I see them with anything?
No, I'm not talking about you. But let me stick to the news, the headlines here. Also, Dr. Dufo named Man of the Year 2014. First Capital Plus pays 1 million Ghana cedis Premier League sponsorship. Story of interest here, Pentecost University sued for running communication studies course without accreditation.
Now that's a big one.
But the university says it has basis to run the course, and I'm just thinking if I was studying communications there right now with all these back and forth, what would I be thinking? But let me do the back page of the paper. Stars, I told you they will make the back page. Stars vow to redeem image in crunch game against the Desert Foxes today, and Avram Grant angry. Tunisia beats Zambia. Why is he angry? Please grab the paper and read the details. That's it for the graphic.
To the Daily Guide newspaper now, front page stories. Mark Zuckerberg launches free Facebook on Airtel. Okay, oh, so that means I can browse for free. Anyway, and First Capital Plus pays GFA 1.17 million Ghana cedis. MMT bus sold for 5,000 Ghana cedis. Well, that's interesting. Metro Mass Transit bus, 5,000.
Apparently, you know, the person who was caught driving the bus bought it for, he said he bought it for 5,000 and painted it, you know, so it's now white. Wow. 5,000 Ghana cedis.
But that's what I'm saying, I can even afford it.
Yeah, but the point is, a lot of people are criticizing, but do we know the states that the bus was in when he bought it?
But come on, it's a bus. It's a Metro Mass bus.
Yeah, but it's a bus. But if it's a write-off bus, you could even buy it for 100 Ghana cedis. Hey. Maybe they auctioned it and he bought it.
I see. Okay, so that'll be it. Okay, there's also one, KKD in hot waters. Yes, I'm sure Mama V has already read a particular one out to you. It's about the same case about this lady who KKD allegedly raped some time ago.
Okay, let me do the Chronicle front page. KKD's wars not over. He's making headlines everywhere. Also, police warn Chester.
More popular than the Black Stars, you know.
Promoters. Anyway. Okay, Ghana to shoot down Algeria. Schoolgirls sell bodies for phones. He promised to buy me mobile phone, which he really did. And there's a quote by one of them. I think it was in one of the papers I read out a little bit yesterday. But it's fully blown in the Chronicle today. Back page, Real Madrid is richest club, Man United second. We'll say Man U. Okay, so the paper has the top richest football clubs for 2013-2014. Real Madrid obviously making, Manchester United, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, it goes on and on and on. I'm looking out for Chelsea out.
Yeah, at this point,
number 7.
At this point, I'll say a good morning to Roland Walker, wherever you are. You're number 7. You didn't even make the top 5. Can you imagine? You didn't make the top 5.
Listen, what's the point if you get all the caps, you know, and you don't have money? Look at Arsenal. They make a lot of money. They are on the list. They are right behind Chelsea. But they haven't won any, like, you know. It's as if they are not after the cap.
No, they're after the money. It's a business venture anyway. Public Agenda says declare District Assembly Elections Day as public holiday. That's coming from Dr. Vladimir Intridan. So again, some think tanks are also advocating same. Also on the front page, crippling economic cost of Ebola, Sub-Saharan Africa to lose about $6 billion. It comes with a picture of Jim Yong Kim. He's actually the president of the World Bank Group. Also ILGS and his Professor Kwamina Ahoy. To the back page, and yes, as usual, Black Stars in a tight corner against Algeria today, and the dominant financial forces in world football. You can see all those stories actually there, and maybe you could grab yourself a copy of today's edition of the Public Agenda and get the guide to the Africa Cup of Nations 2015. That's if you are still watching it.
Okay, so a headline is getting me really. It's in the Daily Heritage newspaper. NDC defends Spotify, but what's getting me to giggle is the call for the privatization of the Black Stars, which the paper is reporting that it's intensified. Like, who would want to buy the Black Stars? The States doesn't want it anymore. Maybe we should sell it off to the GFA because they manage them. AG grabs KKD with summary evidence.
He can manage it properly. I don't know, I'm just speculating.
Okay, but also AMA bans goats selling in unapproved markets. Yeah, you need an AMA to permit you to sell goods. Yeah, even in the market. That's for the Daily Heritage.
And you're told they have this 60 points guideline, something people are supposed to adhere to, as to whether people will actually even adhere to it. Anyway. Okay, so Akufo-Addo champions policies to rescue Ghana. That's a front page story of the Ghanaian Observer. Akufo-Addo champions policies to rescue Ghana. Also, chiefs express concern over Achim-Swedro disturbances. And yes, AMA here again. AMA teams up with Ghana National Fire Service to fight fire outbreaks in Accra. Are you sure this is not just something you are doing for the cameras and the front pages of the various newspapers? Anyway, Stars vow to bounce back against Desert Foxes. Okay, to the back page now. And Vibrant Fire, okay, releases 2015 fixed tape. And Rihanna wins image battle. Well, yeah, that's some entertainment over there. On a Friday. It's a Friday. So
yeah, let me do the
Weekend
Weekend Sun, because we're headed right into the weekend. The Weekend Sun newspaper, after 10 kids, 3 wives, collector who is 73 says his kids are his assets. Fantastic. And the next IGP is, wow, we taking the current IGP, Mr. Hassan.
You know, his tenure is almost up. He was actually given an extension, a 2-year extension.
I think he should be given another extension.
Indeed, but he's getting old. Extension. He needs to rest.
But he doesn't look old. Like,
he's 61.
Is that his current? Oh, please. 61 is not old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of them retire and then they go to private practice.
So he retired and he's actually been brought back. So
I think they should give him well.
Yeah, but I think he's done well.
But I'm also not taking away the fact that there may be equally very competent people who can take the job.
Some names are popped up in there anyway. Some very interesting names. Rosebio Atenga, for instance, is in there, and one other name.
I like her a lot. Madame Rosebio Atenga, but I don't like the fact that she would usually not talk, you know.
Anyway, some people are just scared of the cameras anyway. So, the New Statesman, there's a story here I'm really interested in. I think, let me take my time with you. 1 in 5 Ghanaian men will be affected by prostate cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 5.
Yeah, it means that you have to.
That's quite serious. Samir Okuye says we should be checking it.
Yeah. Are you asking me?
No,
it's your responsibility.
I heard you whisper something, so I was just thinking.
No, I'm just saying that you should.
You should be checking it. Okay, so for all those who are watching it, please, if you're a gentleman, you should be checking. Particularly if you are above the age of 35, you should start checking for prostate. Samia Oku says NDC doesn't have the youth at heart, and Reverend Professor Adobin takes over Presby University as president. Ghanaians, trust me. That's coming from Nana Adodankwa Ekufo-Addo. And he says that Ghana needs leadership of conviction for prosperity. Okay, let's do the back page now. And too much ban as Jovino apologizes for red card. AFCON 2015. Koloturi urges fan patience with Ebola checks. And Real Madrid top football rich list for 10th year running. 10 years they've been topping the list. Interesting.
Okay, so I guess that will be it. We've got the Herald. Do you want to quickly do it? Okay, let me see.
You done the Herald?
Yeah, this one. You've done it? No, you haven't done this. I did the Daily Heritage, so we can.
Then maybe you can do the Herald. Yeah. MPP Afoko and Japan took 800,000 Ghana cedis NDC government cash anyway. NPP regional chairman charges cites national security and Ibrahim Mahama. There's a front page story on the Herald newspaper. Okay, let me just show you that paper. Yeah. No comments. And Minister orders probe of Ghana water engineer, and it comes with a picture of the minister. What's this gentleman's name? I forgot it.
Minister of Water Resources.
Oh, I forgot his name anyway.
Welcome. Just say the Minister of Water
yeah, the minister. Okay. And again, Attorney General rejects celebrity justice for KKD. So a lot more happening over here. Also on the front pages of those papers. This particularly the Herald newspaper. Anyway.
Okay, so we're done with the newspapers. I've got something on Facebook that I want to show to you.
You have to.
One of my producers, Abla, decided that why don't we give our viewers something for the weekend. So we've got a fantastic recipe. It's a facebook.com/Joy News on TV. Something for you to make. But who are your guests on Talk?
I think I would rather prefer holding that.
Oh, you want to surprise?
Yes, I want to surprise you. But we have a deputy minister of. Okay, no. We'll have a deputy minister on Talk today. We'll be delving some more into some of the things happening. Obviously, some trending issues over here. We'll be we're doing 1 or 2 things on that.
All right. So when we come back, I would show you what I have or what we have on Facebook that you can follow. But get a conversation also going on our Facebook page. We'll be right back. All right, so here's the recipe that I want to show you on Facebook.
You see how ladies always have their way. We're supposed to go, but Mama kept insisting we need to do the recipe. So yes, that's the recipe.
We have to do the recipe.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
Here's one for a fantastic weekend, and you can see it on your screens in a little bit. It's a try recipe for weekend brunch. Yeah, how about that? 4 hand food salad leaves, 2 big sized tomatoes, 2 just ripe avocados, 1 table chopped parsley leaves, 10 slices of chicken or beef, 3 eggs, 2 tablespoons quality mayonnaise, and 1 teaspoon water, salt, and ground black pepper to taste. But what I'm interested in is the comments that's coming through.
Do all these things amount to what?
Oh, how?
Okay,
Are you serious? This is healthy food.
Anyway, what is equally healthy?
It is, but this is super healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. K. Vibena says, what a mixture. Zainab Imoran said, how many people should be said this? Abla would answer this question for you. Cornelio says, what the wow, Joy News. Demi De Simone says, Joy News, I'm coming to your studio for mine. Yeah, come.
I'm hungry.
We've got a big bowl of it right here.
Yeah.
We'll share it with you. So get on the Facebook and get into the conversation. Other people also commenting on the news that the Ochihine or Sajifo Amwetio for opinion has attributed the increasing levels of corruption in the country to what he describes as a culture of silence among the general populace. That's also generating some comments. Aldo Ibn Maman says, I absolutely assent to that statement. And Kobe says, we're too timid a nation. So if you want your opinions also heard, just get onto facebook.com/Joy News on TV. And here is our beautiful inspiration for this Friday. You only live once, or you only live once? False. You live every day. You only die once. Beautiful inspiration for you. All this so you can have a fantastic Friday. But let's see. Okay. So just go there and keep your comments coming through.
Joy News on TV, that's the page. Joy News on TV, just get to Facebook. Just like the page, just post a comment there. We'll be glad to read them out for you. But I'm still thinking about the prostate too.
Go and check. I think you have to do the tests. I think you have to do, you know, like some examination. Is it once or twice a year? It's not such a big deal. I think it's even once a year.
I'm not sure I'm close to that particular threshold. After 35 years, then I can start checking.
You see, that's the problem. You can check now.
I should be checking now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I also have a question. Would you be supporting the Black Stars?
No, I won't.
Today?
No, I won't.
Yeah, I know you have a position. I'm not talking to you.
Why should I?
Can you shush? I'm not talking to you right now. But what kind of support? Do you think our support would even matter?
No.
To them? Would it get us a win? What if we don't win? What happens?
Wait, come home, Mama Vicky. Mama, you are being too generous to these people. I mean, we've been seeing this happen all the time. We've been giving them money. Anyway?
No, I think we have.
I think I agree with you.
Listen, I think the guys are good. I think the guys are good. We just have bad management. That's all. Let's tackle the core problems.
The management.
And then
we've changed management a number of times. We still don't see any.
No, the kind of management we haven't changed.
As in GFA.
Exactly.
I see.
That's where the problem is coming from. Yeah.
Good morning to Countryman Songo Sike. Stay
with us. We're back shortly for talk.